Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley 2. I would like to attempt to discuss my previous channel. I did not use the words of Jesus or Christ, Holy Spirit, God, anything. I simply substituted all of those words for love, which in a basic understanding, I felt there was nothing wrong with that, but it's not descriptive. Just like when you try to explain God as the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It's three parts, but it's one thing. Just like a clover, someone has used that as an example. It's a clover, but it has three parts. So obviously, I can't use one word to describe three things in detail when you get down to it. So my previous channel was as in-depth as I possibly could get for the people who have been traumatized and abused by places that call themselves churches and talk about God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, but really have nothing to do with God, the Father, the Holy Spirit, or Jesus, because they have nothing to do with love. Okay, God is love, and not in like a Hallmark, and not in a Woman's Day or a coddling or whatever. Okay, God is love, and once you have that understanding and you have that revelation, then a lot of things are going to a lot of pieces are going to fall into play. If you love love and you understand love, you've ever understood love, you are a souled individual, meaning you have a soul, spirit, life force, energy of love that came from God. It came from the God that came here in the form of Jesus, okay, to bring us the Holy Spirit, which is the frequency of life, to resurrect us all from spiritual death, okay? Our anti-loveness keeps us separate from love, okay? Our mind and our body that are naturally against love, okay? Our mind and our body are animalistic in nature. They want to be lusty and greedy and selfish and all of these things, okay? They naturally go against love, which is God. Therefore, if nobody tells you and explains to you that you can't have the gifts of love, you can't have joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, or patience, while you are functioning solely from an animalistic, less than love configuration, okay? If you want the joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, and patience, it is there and ready and available for anybody in a body who wants it. Anybody in a body. It's not a color, it's not a this, it's not a that. Anybody in a body who wants love, who wants the joy, peace, contentment, kindness, self-control, peace, and patience that only love can bring, it's there. It's there, and it got brought here for us out of love. Okay, unconditional love. We are loved unconditionally, no matter how bad or this, that, or the other. And I heard someone say, it's like, you know what? The world may never forgive you for what you've done, but God will, because God is love, and He understands that our minds and our bodies are in a fallen, less than perfect form, which you could equate with being spiritually dead. So, when you love your children, right? And you tell them, hey, you know, once you have children, you come to understand that a good parent, you know, a loving parent, good is love and bad is anti-love. So a loving parent, they don't give you these freaking rules to try and take your fun and your joy away from you, okay? You know, they don't say you can't eat candy all day, every day, because they want to control you and they want you to not have fun and all of these things. Like, parents give you rules to try to help you because they love you, okay? And your parents are supposed to know more than you do when you're little, you know? So we can function from love, or we can function from anti-love. And many of the people that I know, they grew up functioning with a family that is anti-love. It goes against love. They didn't have joy, peace, contentment, self-control, peace, patience, kindness. They didn't have any of that. Yet, they were soul individuals, meaning they had the animating life force capacity simply to understand love and to function from love. Okay, people talk about like being the black sheep of their family because they function from love and understand this, that, and the other. Well, you know, that's in my opinion, it's a gift. It's a very, they say with great power comes great responsibility, right? Well, that's exactly true. So love is the superpower. Love is the Most High. So if you were given the gift of love and the capacity for love, I'm sorry, I'm trying to roll this window up. My air is broken. So if you were given the capacity and the gift of love in your family, and it doesn't seem like anybody else was, okay, you are learning the game plan before the rest of everybody is learning the game plan. It's your job, responsibility, role, and your right and your gift to, since you have the potential for unconditional love, and it doesn't seem like other people do, and that's very true because they may not have that yet. Love is loving. Does that make sense? Love is unconditionally loving. Love understands that the mind and the body in this condition are broken. Okay? We're not functioning in our right minds because we don't have our so-called right minds, because our minds and our logic, our emotions, and everything is functioning against love. So nobody's mind or body or emotions or logic or whatever can make God, which is love, happy or is. He loves, God is love and loves all of us. That's not to exclude that our mind and our body are in a less than perfect condition. Okay, our mind and our body are against love. They're functioning against love, which is God. Okay, so when you're functioning against someone, right, doesn't that make you their enemy? That makes you their enemy, right? So the worldly systems, which they will call a beast-like system, because a beast does not have the capacity for love. Humans, real humans, have the capacity for love. They are souled individual. They have the breath of God. They have a soul. They have the energy, spirit, life force, energy of love. God is love. Okay? And if you have that, then you are not a beast. Okay? You're not a beast. Our mind and our body are in less than perfect condition. So yes, our bodies are beast-like in nature, but we inherently are not a beast. Okay? And we don't have to be. That's the whole purpose of what I'm trying to say. Some people, they may not have the Holy Spirit yet, which is the frequency of life and love. So, in a nutshell, and you can believe it or you cannot